Hi everybody, Chris Colloca from Colloca Estate Winery, and I've got something really special to share with you. This is our Colloca Classic Tawny, and we call it Nueve Años. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. First, let's pour this wine so you can see the beautiful color. This is a dessert wine, so this is something that when you pour it for your guests, you're not going to pour a whole lot of it. I mean, again, you can always refill their glass, but this isn't something that you fill up to the top when you do a pour. So what is Tawny? Tawny would be analogous to port, but because this is made in Australia, this is not going to be called port because port is paying homage to Portugal. So why did they make this wine in the first place? So centuries ago, as they transported oak barrels on ships to get it from Portugal or Spain to the New World or to other ports where they could sell these barrels of wine, spirit is added to the barrels, and this fortifies the wine and allows it not to spoil as it makes its journey on ships centuries ago. So understand that as you're aging wine, some of the wine that evaporates is known as the angel share. That's the share that goes up to heaven. And this evaporation leaves some air in the barrel that you want to get rid of. So they continue to top the wine off. And as they do this in what's called a Solera method from the top to the barrels on the bottom are always the oldest. And you continue to add to the top. And then from these barrels to these barrels, these barrels to these barrels. So this Solera method is the style of tawny making that is in Seppeltsfield in Australia. And I was so wonderfully blessed to be able to obtain 1,000 liters of this tawny from Seppeltsfield. This is comprised of 55 different wines dating back to 1992. So on average, it's 9 years old, which is why we call it Nueve Años, to pay homage to Spain, where the Solera method was developed. When you smell this wine, I think the first thing you'll get is raisins, toffee, and nougat. I mean, it's true. You could have this with chocolate, you could have this with ice cream, you could have this with chocolate cake, you could have this with Stilton cheese. It's just delicious all on its own. Now, we make it in these beautiful little 500 milliliter bottles, and we also take 3 liters, so that would be 6 of these guys into a cask. There's only 100 of these made. There's less than half of them remaining, but we made 100 special edition oak casks where we store the tawny, and then what we can do as this barrel tops off or empties out, we can top it off with more tawny from the bottle. Cheers.